Okay, we finished taking our sister's picture from the beautiful view because they're kayaking. But it's only a 2-person kayak, so I'm here filming myself. Hey, what up? Okay. Next, I want to show you what's in my backpack. Normally, my backpack has my laptop in it with my notebook, but it's charging right now and I just finished using it, so that's why it's out. And my backpack is also an Apple mouse, not the other mouse, an Apple mouse. I like my mouse, don't hate on my mouse. You know who you are. You know who you are, haters. I also have AirPods in there, so you never know. Well, no, I literally always use my AirPods, so that's good. Oh, she heavy one. I got this backpack with my friend Caitlin when we went to Alberta because it's a hiking backpack and it has handy dandy pockets in the side here for our snacks when we're hiking. Okay, let's go. Okay, what's in the side pockets? We have a mask. I'm gonna throw that out because that's disgusting. We have Kleenex. Also gonna throw that out because I think there's only one left. And 2 more masks. Yeah, throwing those out. Clearly also a great place for snacks, but also a great place to put things when you are like, you know, just on the move and you just don't want to deal with it. We got a parking ticket, paid for. Can't throw that out. We have little holders, like, so basically this is for my GoPro. You put it on the camera and then you just slide it. You put it on the dashboard and then you just slide the camera through. But GoPro's not charged, so can't do that. We have a hair elastic and a loonie, $1. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, those are the sides. And then in the side pocket is my Larry the Turtle, my crystal. Look how cute he is. We have our lovely face mask and hand sanitizer from Air Canada. Thank you, Air Canada, for that. We have a Kit Kat bar because we love our snacks. We have a bracelet, fancy bracelet. Love that bracelet. I think I'm gonna give it to my cousin because we're done with that bracelet. We have a charger for USB. I have multiple of these all throughout my bags. Normally in my bag is also another pair of sunglasses. I'm just gonna tell you what's on the bedside that's normally in my bag. Sunglasses. Yeah. Different ones. So we have sunglasses in that bag, we have sunglasses in these bags. We have a big bottle of Tylenol. So I get headaches like crazy. We have another battery pack normally in there. We have a huge water bottle. Should drink some water actually. Thanks for reminding me. Eye mask. For when we're sleeping. Yeah, that's the stuff on the bedside. There's another water bottle, a hair clip, and yeah, and my chargers, but that's fine. Anyway, other stuff in the bag. We've got, because you know how in the plane, the headphone socket is the aux cord, so we have headphones for the aux. We have this case that's for because you know how it's the Apple product, they don't have like USB ports in the side anymore, it's like Lightning, and then you have to buy the external thing. This is the pouch for the external thing. I have Hong Kong dollars because my layover was in Hong Kong, or supposed to be in Hong Kong, but then they closed their borders, and then I got rerouted. So yeah, but I still have the dollars in there because, yeah, just in case. My plane got rerouted to Korea? I think it was South Korea. I think that's where I got rerouted to. We also have blue light glasses because in there is like a whole bunch of electronic stuff, and yeah, just you never know. Got some tweezers. It's a plug. got a flashlight, needs battery. I have a lens cleaner for either this or my camera lenses. It's really for my camera lenses, but it's just handy. I got 2 Sharpies because Starbucks barista, but also because I like writing in Sharpies now. I have a fine tip pen, black, and a pink pen for fun because I also journal. So this is my Bible study journal, and then you'll see my actual journal later. I have this handy dandy fisheye lens for the phone. Just clips on like that. Super cute. Pictures, super cute. I have this, oh, this is supposed to go in this case, but this is a micro SD card adapter, and that is for my GoPro when I want to get my pictures from the GoPro, put it in on the computer. That's that pocket. In this pocket, I have reusable mask, $50 Canadian, and some coins. Ooh, and a guitar pick. Helpful guitar pick. Because you never know when you want to jam. But like at the same time, I also don't know how to jam. So we can just, you know, strum on some strings and just pretend. I'm gonna put the coins in the pocket where the need was. That's everything in that. And everything in that. Oh, the front pocket is my favorite pocket. Because, oh, it has like my external hard drives, but I have 2 external hard drives. I have 3, but I lost the 3rd one, so I have to find it. The 3rd one is the most important one because it has all my memories. But it also has my more snacks. So in my snack pocket, more snack pocket, I have 2 granola bars. I love these granola bars, they're my favorite. They're Kirkland nut bars, and I like them because almonds love, cashews love, pecans they're okay, but like all of them together. And to top it all off, it's chocolate drizzle and sea salt, and I love that. And it's gluten-free. I'm allergic to gluten, so it's perfect. Some days like this is all I have, especially when I'm working all day. I also have a chocolate almond fudge Clif Bar. Not the biggest fan of Clif Bars, but it slaps when you need a good bar. I have That's It apples and mangoes. This I don't like, but I have it just in case I want something like that. And lozenges. Love me some lozenges. Okay, that's everything in that pocket. Now, the big pocket. The big pocket has like everything. Okay. I have my airplane tickets. Don't need those anymore. I have, so when I travel, I have like literally all my important documents in a backpack or something that I carry around with me. Because you never know, something might get stolen, but at least this always with me. Or always somewhere safe that I know no one will like go into and break. So, but in here I have my Philippine passport, my old Philippine passport. Because going into the Philippines right now because of the pandemic is very, very hard. Unless you are a citizen or you can prove that you used to be a citizen. So yeah, old Philippine passport for easy access to that. I have this lovely binder with all the documents that I need. And that is my quarantine certificate to prove that I was quarantined in a hotel for X amount of days. I have a lot of papers that you need to do when traveling during COVID. This one is the One Health Declaration registration to get into the Philippines. You have to fill that out online. You need the proof of reservation in a quarantine hotel. Don't need that anymore since I finished it. You need a COVID PCR test from the country that you are leaving. You need, well, this one you don't need, but this one I needed because to prove that, again, I was a Filipino citizen, have my citizenship, have my birth certificate, my baptism certificate, And because all of my files at home are all together, I didn't realize that I just grabbed a whole bunch. So I also brought my confirmation certificate, my Ontario Scholar certificate, my what is this? My scholarship certificate, my elementary school and high school certificates. So freaking funny. And randomly, but I love, this is kind of my favorite part of this whole thing, is my certificate of being a member of the Order of the Good Time. It's from Nova Scotia, and they gave me this when my friends and I did the screech. And at the bottom here it says fellowship and good cheer. I love Nova Scotia, they're so funny. I'm gonna read it. Welcome to the oldest social club in North America. You are helping to maintain a tradition that began in 1606 in Nova Scotia, or as it was known then, Acadie. Your name joins a distinguished list that began with Sieur de Mont, Sieur de Poutrincourt, Marc Lescarbot, Mathieu d'Acosta, Black explorer and Micmac interpreter, and the great explorer historian Samuel de Champlain. Facing the dangers of colonization's winter harshness, death by scurvy, and the mental depression resulting from boredom, these brave men prepared for another winter in the New World at Port Royal in Nova Scotia. Previous winters, the first on Doshet's Island, where they had lost nearly half of their men from scurvy, had taken their toll in both life and spirit. That's sad. Champlain realized that part of their problems could be solved by keeping the men in good cheer. He devised a plan that would alleviate depression and at the same time improve the meager diets that had caused disease. In November 1606, at the beginning of their second winter at Port Royal, Champlain's visualization became reality with the organization of l'Ordre de Bon Temps, Order of the Good Time. Each day, one member of the group was chief steward or grand master, assuming responsibility for the menu, which might include such delicacies as moose meat pie, tender beaver tail, fresh salmon, roast caribou, or breast of goose. The meal was preceded by a ceremonial procession in which members brought the festive platters to the rough home tables. Thus, the Order of the Good Time, the first social club in the New World, fortified the spirit of the men who created a new home in the uncharted wilderness and laid the foundations of a mighty nation. Memory of these brave men is honored each time a new member joins the Order of the Good Time in Nova Scotia today. Although the original order numbered 15 members, now the distinctive membership certificates adorn the wall in almost every country in the world. Cute. Today, Order is unique in many ways. It collects no initiation fee, charges no dues, and never meets formally. There is only one requirement for membership. The applicant must have visited Nova Scotia for at least 3 days. I did! Most visitors stay longer once they have sampled the generous hospitality extended by our residents throughout the province. They are so sweet there. 10 out of 10 recommend. If you can, go to Nova Scotia. We ask only 4 things of our members: to have a good time, to remember us fondly, to speak of us kindly, and to come back again. So freaking cute. Love Nova Scotia. Okay, that's that. I have my GoPro, which is dead, and I didn't bring the charger for it, so sad. I have this one. I made this logo for this hotel here in the Philippines. Look at that. Back in 2017. Was a graphic designer back in the day. And in it is, they sent me a whole bunch of stuff that had the logo when they made a whole bunch of like merch and stuff, and this is one of them. And I brought it here because it's great. It's one of those like adapters, like wall adapters for plugs. It's very handy. That's that. I have my charger for my external hard drive. I have my charger for my MacBook. I have my other MacBook, the big boy one. I have my MacBook Air, my MacBook Pro. I have another charger for the other external hard drive. The other battery pack. This one is the connector. the wire for the external hard drive. I have this. It comes in a set. It went along with the headphones, but it's basically a stand for your phone. See? And you rest your phone there. Very handy. Should actually be bringing this when we're taking pictures, because most of the time my sister has been propping her phone up on something, but I could just give her that. I have more receipts from stuff that we've bought here. So again, I should be putting this in the money bag. Good thing we're organizing. I have another one of those plugs. I have another external hard drive, another battery pack. But this one I believe is broken. This one was my brother's, he gave it to me, but it's broken. And I think that's why he gave it to me, because it's broken. And my Apple Pencil, which I've been looking for a while. So now I can draw. I have this book by Sadie Robertson, love her. Haven't really read much. I'll read one right now. It's a lot of reading. I feel like this is like story time with Sophia. Who? Me? Moses said to God, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" Exodus 3:11. Chapter 3, verse 11. Have you ever been called on by a teacher, coach, or boss and asked to do something you didn't think you were qualified to do? I bet you were so surprised that you looked back over your shoulder to see if there was someone else they could have possibly been talking to. It's the who, me, moment. Moses had one of those moments when God spoke to him through the burning bush. When God said he was sending Moses to Pharaoh to lead the Israelites out of Egypt, Moses' first response was, "Who am I to appear before Pharaoh? Who am I to lead the people of Israel out of Egypt?" Or in other words, who? Me? Moses went on to name all the reasons why he couldn't do what God was calling him to do. The people won't believe me, I'm no good at public speaking, and I just really don't want to go. Moses had a whole list of excuses and insecurities, but the real problem was that he thought God's call was about him and what he could do. It wasn't. God's call was about him and what he could do, like capital H, capital H times. We make the same mistake. I've done it myself so many times. I knew God was calling me to speak, but my excuse was, God, I get so nervous in front of people. I have a hard time just reading out loud. How am I supposed to read the Bible in front of people? And now look at what God has me doing. Here's the thing I've learned. When God calls you to do something, especially if it's something you don't feel qualified to do, start praying and just say yes. God will equip you to do whatever he calls you to do. It probably won't be in an instant, but as you pray and as you trust God more than your fears, he will enable you and meet you where you are. He definitely did that for me, and I have no doubt he'll do that for you too. And then there's a little prayer at the end. It's, "Lord, please show me the call you have placed on my life. I will trust you to help me answer that call. Amen." Yeah, it's a little, like 100 devotions every single day. Haven't been doing it every day, like just whenever I feel in the mood for it, like right now. But it's nice. It's 100 devotions for letting go of fear and following God. 10 out of 10. Love that. And then I have another wallet. This one's my big honking wallet. In here again, more cash. Just whatever's in a wallet. Yep. That's everything in the backpack, I think. Yep. A little clip here for the hair. It's such a handy backpack. And then underneath here, there's a water thing. A water cover for whenever it's raining and we're hiking and you're like, oh my gosh, it's raining. Yeah. And over here, this is so handy. It's usually for walking sticks, but I like putting my water bottle in it because it's like a little clippy thingy. I wish I knew the actual terms for it, but I also like just calling it thingies. It's fun when you are not able to understand a word that I'm saying. Yeah, that's it. That's the stuff in here. Alrighty. Bye for now, peeps. Bye. I should end it before I start putting stuff in my bag. Because it's just gonna go on for a very long time.